That or a mouse, but mouse would probably bounce.
Not
Motion.
a mouse, you'll bounce too much.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
it's
it's such
inside
a
of a
big,
mouse, it
slow
should be
target.
fine.
You don't even need to aim half the time. Sure about this, Captain?
What's that, Ben?
You sure you want my friendship?
Well, I mean, everybody else uses it, so.
All right.
That's kind of concerning if you put it that way.
So 3 EBRs are going up. Which one do you want going out, Steel?
Did not mean to press that button.
What?
Which one do you want to wrap around if we're wrapping around?
I'm going this way. To just keep eyes on this. The two of you will go up through here. If they have an EBR, make sure you shoot it and like try to almost kill it. Don't like die doing it though. My mediums are gonna come up through here, hug the red line. This 140, just come down, come through this way. Cav, get up on the sniper perch. My supercon group, you have to come through here, hug the thing, don't fall off, and get down here, hold down, and start looking right in here.
How did a 140 spawn up there?
Because we have a lot of mediums down low.
Down low, Tick. Down low. Out
Yeah,
in
he
the
can go
city.
this way. He can go this way. He just has to cross through like this. Super conk group, try to get shots on these guys.
Tracked one of them.
Keep going, we gotta get there before they get in position.
Okay,
Oh, I
I'm
tracked
reloading.
one. Oh, I got some damage too for that.
Cav and super conks, you just have to farm this stuff.
Sure do love that spotting just I got. No, I got it.
Mediums gotta get hold down over here and just end these.
Am I good right here, though?
Make sure you don't come out through. No, come up more. Come up to here.
This one
here,
for
We're
you.
here.
down spotted.
You guys have to keep farming this stuff.
Get that front 140, get that front 140.
907
Actually,
is
get that 907,
one shot. It's
907,
4
one
hit
shot.
points, guys.
Guys, kill the one shots.
He's out. Alright, next 140 in the front. They've got a
Keep
a
trading.
two
You guys
shot
have to kill
140.
this stuff quick. Mediums has to kill.
One shot
You guys
140.
can assist the mediums too.
We have no shots.
Wipe out
we
this
could put
140 and
pressure on the
907. Swarm them,
Chief
swarm
and
them.
Conquerors.
One
We
shot
have to be
140.
careful. There could be a lot there. You guys, mediums just has to deal with this and only.
Guys, get this one.
And then one EBR,
907.
this one in the back, has to come through and clear this. You have to clear this and come back towards this way after
One
the stuff
shot.
is dead.
Conquer group, let's focus on these chieftains. Get them off of their
Mediums one.
mediums.
Mediums one
Holy
high
crap, we
ground.
won hard.
Alright, then EBRs have to clear the area. EBRs
Let's go,
have
let's
to
go,
come
let's
down
go.
through this way, and mediums has to take positions over here, right? So you
Yep.
guys can snipe here without even getting spotted, since there's no EBR
Yep,
over
start
there.
sniping them out, guys.
Okay, I'm moving like this, like Steel, like I'm good, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Get that S-Conk out.
Who's first?
You took a lot
Nice.
of fucking fire.
No?
Here, I'll keep them lit.
Farm this stuff over here too.
Get the EBRs farm as well.
Yeah, EBRs are fine. EBRs are fine. You can farm.
One shot.
Cron reload.
One shot chieftain.
Good
Nice,
job.
he's out.
Conquerors, move up.
Start
They're
moving.
low.
Oh, they might only have 12. That's possible.
Down low chieftain 1000.
Am I allowed to move forward
Yes,
or no?
yeah,
move
yeah.
up,
You
move up.
guys just kill these guys.
Oh shoot, I fell off.
Next chieftain.
I did
Finish him, good
wonderful this game.
Hold on.
Okay, there's still people
is
out.
terrible.
Fine.
Yeah,
no,
it's my.
no.
I'm watching my round
no.
go. It's
GG.
like it's.
I'm having
taking-
these weird staggers as I aim, like it's
Yep.
really weird.
Yeah.
When I'm
I
shooting, I
actually-
can see my round just
I
like
did 5,000
slowly going.
combined.
I did 5,000 combined tile.
You guys are nothing but fucking whores on them tanks.
Nice job, Gummo.
Thanks.
Well done, guys.
Bastard.
Wait, who did 5,000 combined?
Andrew, I did 5K, 5.5K combined.
I did 5K.
I did more spotting than you apparently.
I was
The crown found.
4,000
That-
combined.
Those guys
Sorry,
have
3,000. Four.
a 12,000 rating.
What? The good, the bad, and the ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
They're
North
only
American?
okay. Yeah, they're North American.
So
They
they're,
were
they have
running
the same
low.
problems we have.
I
think
have
that
Legion
was
with them.
they're running the same problems we are. That's why I was
This
telling
is
you.
the second team. That's what that is. It's the assembly that isn't
That's the
practiced.
B team.
Left your channel.
So we just do the cha-cha
was
back.
moved out of your channel. User
No,
was
we
moved
have
out of
another
your
one
No,
on
channel.
our
the-
next game is on here also.
We may have to throw it if we
Yeah,
don't
what
get two
time?
teams.
Why would we need to throw it if we don't get 2 teams?
Because you can't take a penalty.
But our next one is until 9.
I think they're
Yeah,
discussing
this
2
one's
teams now.
No, the next at 9. This one will be at 8:30.
Yeah, so if we win the 8:30, then we'll have 2 battles at the same time.
Buddy
Yeah.
joined your channel.
Do I have time to go fix me a sandwich for dinner?
Yeah, you got 10 minutes until it pops.
Okay, well, this after
So
8 o'clock Arizona time, which would probably almost be 10:30, 11 your guys' time. I'm out. I've got to drive home. So,
All right.
hey, Steele,
He's not in here.
Yep.
can you later on, not today, maybe tomorrow, if you're not doing homework or whatever your dad wants you to do, can you help me when you're in a gully like that and it's all trees? Like I have a fuck of a time hitting anything through there.
Move your cursor over it so you see the highlight and just predict the movements from there.
All right. So kind of pot shotting.
Well, leading.
I was trying.
I accidentally auto-aimed onto one of them, and then I hit the one behind them. Because
Yeah, they were so lumped together that like I was shooting between corpses and hitting. Like I got a kill and I didn't mean to.
Totally meant to do that.
I would
What are you
have
talking
liked
about?
to have done that.
But yeah, my first clip with APCR, I hit 2 of them out of 3, which is actually pretty good. I got 2 on the 907.
So
And then the
what's
second one, I hit 3.
I just want to get a little practice at it. That's all. Just makes me better in the end.
How did
I'm
Mev
still
get the
having
most
trouble.
XP?
Who?
Because Mev is RD God. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, he got the most.
I got 1,200 assisted too.
You're
well,
on
like,
RD,
if you
right?
look at mine, I got 3K assistance.
I
It's
tracked
kills.
with a medium as they got to the top, and then he got wrecked up there by I don't know. I guess that was where my 1,200 came from.
It's the kills. That's
He
the big
did
difference
the
here.
second highest damage too, right? And got more kills. So
Oh, I think it's the kills, cause
it's the kills plus his damage, right?
but my assistance damage is
Assistance
Right,
doesn't get you as much XP as actual
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
but my damage is only 300 less than his.
Oh, he spotted more of his own damage than you did.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Oh,
If you were assisting him, you would have gotten more experience, but he was seeing his own stuff.
Mev got the most by far.
Yeah.
That's
143.
And I also put a round into one of our guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
Sorry.
You're
Right off
an
the bat,
RD
I went for that
monster.
guy that came up the hill, that came up on that little mound right there.
Mm-hmm.
I swung for him,
Steel.
and
Are we throwing the next one?
Yep. We don't have enough people on for 2 teams.
No, we're gonna wear them out to the bitter end, and then
we'll
no,
throw.
we can't because we don't have any place to drown ourselves.
We
No,
can
you
jump
just
I
off
guess
the
we
cliff.
could go drop
We
off.
can
Drive
jump
off
off
the
the cliff. Just jump off the bridge.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can. There are ways to kill yourself on pretty much every map
just
when it
make
comes
sure
down
you
to
don't
it.
block your. Make sure you don't get blocked on the bridge.
try not to die on there.
Yep. So we'll beat them. We'll beat whoever we're facing, and then right before we win, we'll just all jump off the bridge.
Taking losses already. Damn it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yep. Don't have enough people on them.
Well, can't Mev go in the one primary game and shoot his RD across into the other game? Oh,
Yeah, kind of like on
You're
Frontline.
thinking ICDM missiles at that point. kick.
Yeah, like the front line.
Hilarious.
I mean, if he had a Sturm Tiger, maybe that would work.
Long-range Tomahawk missiles.
Yeah, something. That was the first time I've ever been down in that gully. Thick down there, boys. Thick.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Kata.
If you had seen, well, you could from a replay, but watching from the gully onwards when you first got into the 140s or whatever they were, like to watch how fast you guys annihilate them, that was pretty impressive.
Well, it's
That's
coming, the
called
damage,
focus fire.
initially a lot of the damage was coming from across the hill. From the heavies.
It was impressive.
So they got to us and they were, that 907 had taken a beating coming across.
So I made this strat up today. If Duff's in a good mood, he'll show it to you. But it was all mosses on one end. It was on Himmelsdorf. So I had 3 RDs. I called it the Big Turtle Love Shack on one end, and the other was the McDonald's Happy Surprise Box on the other. Duff said those strategies don't work when you do turtles with big tanks. Apparently Andrew's tried that before.
For what?
A big, huge turtle blocking off all the exits to get into the circle.
On Himmelsdorf?
Yeah.
The alleys close to the red line are actually wider than expected, and it prevents you from actually closing every single path.
Well, not if you go 3, 3.
No.
So 3, 3, 3, and 3.
No, it's actually too wide. It's too wide.
Well, the third moss was to park in between, like not in between, but on the inside half and half of the first 2 that were doing the blocking. So that gave us 3 guns to farm with and total blockage. No way in.
No, but there's not enough mice to block every single way.
Huh?
Yeah. It's actually too wide.
Not on the one end.
No, it's actually both too wide. There have been clans that have tried 15 mice before, and even with 15, they still can't block all the alleyways, and then you still have to have one tank that's like hidden, right? So you only have access to 14 mice, and then it's just not enough.
This was like to not win, but to draw on a team that it would hurt.
No, but they would still win because they can kill every one of your tanks because it doesn't actually block off everything. If
we
you actually
already
look
had
at
this discussion with him, man.
Your channel.
Yeah.
We did. He doesn't care.
No. Don't put words in my mouth. I do care. I can't see how you can't block that and then hide in that little cubby hole. I don't see how anyone could kill that. Maybe with
it's because the alley is too wide. So even when you add up the width of all the alleys, that number is greater than the length of 14 mice. So no matter how you divide it, the enemy team will always be able to enter from somewhere. And because you're just exposing the sides of the mice, they can just farm you with DPM. So in reality, what'll happen is they'll just farm all the mice from the side using whatever tanks they want, say Object 279Es, if we're trying the strat against like a good clan. And then afterwards, they'll just go in the way that you didn't block because there's...
Yeah. See, I thought it would cover up all the holes. I didn't care about the damage. But
I think it
parking
will.
something back there. Yeah, so do I. And I
Dragon
want to
thinks
prove
it
it.
will.
I want to prove it.
I mean, the thing is, there
I
has.
went
I
3
know
tanks
of a
per
clan
hole.
that tried it. Like they did 14 mice. Like they did the strategy that we're talking about, and it didn't hold up. So. I mean, if you want to try it in the training
Did you
room,
quiz them and see if they played with Legos when they were little?
I mean, I feel like it's not too difficult to just line up mice side by side and try and block every single alley.
Do we have 14 mice?
On the one end of the map is totally doable.
That's a better question.
I mean, I have a Type 5, which is probably similar.
They can't move a yag either, which is even longer. But if you hide like a couple of little EBRs back in the very back corner.
You'd want to hide one T100 LT.
Yeah, I don't think they can get to it.
Or you could hide a Badger, so even if they do get like a light tank or a medium tank through, the Badger, if it's in a
We'll
corner,
clean it
can
up.
just decimate it. Or like a
special.
277 or something.
But I want to do a
Cool.
training room with it and find out.
I mean, there's no harm, I guess.
Speaking of harm,
Same thing.
Same
we just
lineup
can't,
as last time.
we can't kill all of them.
Draw it out.
No, we have to be out, I thought.
Yeah, well, we draw, we don't win, but we don't
Oh, okay.
lose.
Or draw, right.
Well, wait, yeah.
Well, they
Because,
don't win. That's the thing, Manchu, is they don't win.
That's right.
Versus if we just all die. Then...
That's right.
Yeah, we could definitely draw this one, because the next one pops when this battle ends. So we don't need to be in a rush. So yeah, let's just draw it.
Draw it out.
So just Duff and Steele are in charge of drawing it.
Keep EBR safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Get them around back and hide them behind them on their side somewhere.
And we have to kill the fast tanks first.
See an ABR, ram it, kill it.
If they have
Use a shield.
E3s and mouse left, we'll be fine.
Yeah, just like
I mean, if they
Just
brought E3s and mouse to that map, they're just
load your HE and just permanently track them.
Here, throw me in there. I'd like to shot at them.
What do you want me in?
Wrong tank ticker.
277.
Oh, I know.
Or 5A.
I thought I might get in. It's Asian's turn anyways.
No, we usually stick with the people that went last time.
Oh, really? Oh.
Unless Steel
wait
picked
a minute.
alternatives. I mean, it's
No,
all
18 people came in. Nuka and Gumbo.
I hate you too.
You're welcome.
It's okay. Once they get their premium tanks, they'll just go back to being B team next year.
That's right. Suckers. Sucker bloods. That's if they don't run away. Now they get their tankies.
What do you think I'm going to do?
You're not going anywhere. You're the Manchu.
That's all right. I can leave anytime I want.
Well, you
Well,
can.
our commander.
I
just
prefer
threatened
you
us with
didn't.
leaving.
Put my dog in charge.
Marine Le Pen is a leading candidate in the French presidential race.
Yes.
I mean, and then if your dog plays better than you.
The first round of voting is on April 23rd, which will narrow the field to 2 for a runoff election on May 7th.
Marine Le Pen is a far-right candidate and represents the Front National, the National Front, which is the far-right party.
The National Front has existed for a little over 40 years, and Marine LePen has been running the party since January 2011.
Marine Le Pen is the daughter of the founder of the National Front, Jean-Marie Le Pen. He founded it in the early 1970s, and it was considered a pretty racist, anti-Semitic party and always very marginalized.
I volunteered.
The party
to
was
be the
seen as
clan
anti-Semitic
asshole.
in large part because her father
That's
had
possible.
often minimized the Holocaust.
Je ne dis pas que les chambres à gaz n'ont pas existé, mais je crois que c'est un point de détail de l'histoire de la Deuxième Guerre mondiale.
But Marine has distanced herself from her father since 2015. In part, that's because she has tried to change the message of the party and change the branding of the party.
I excluded from the National Front my very own father. We could not tolerate words, unacceptable words that would lead to a caricature of our movement.
By removing her father, Le Pen hoped to move the party away from anti-Semitism. But a recent comment has undercut those efforts. Speaking to the press, Marine Le Pen denied that France was responsible for the Veldiv roundup, which took place when French authorities arrested Jews and brought them to the Velodrome d'Hiver indoor cycling track in Paris for eventual delivery to Nazi concentration camps.
Son discours sur le Veldiv.
Je pense que la France n'est pas responsable du Veldiv. Voilà.
She said this despite the fact that French President Jacques Chirac formally acknowledged guilt on behalf of the French state in 1995. By questioning French culpability in the Holocaust, her comments have reopened old wounds. But for the time being, Le Pen remains a leading contender, as she has been throughout the campaign, and that's largely due to her successful efforts to rebrand the National Front. Instead of being seen as anti-Semites, Le Pen has worked to portray the party as protectors of French identity and French values.
Et notamment aux gens de toutes origines et de toutes confessions que nous avons accueillis. Je rappelle, parce que cela va sans dire, mais cela va mieux en le disant, il n'y a pas et il n'y aura pas d'autres lois et valeurs en France que françaises.
Her big thing is about, France for the French, which gets into some of her policies, which actually we would perceive as racist or xenophobic, but she sees them as returning to a sort of mythical France. In a way, it reminds us a little bit of Trump.
The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer.
I am very happy about the election of Donald Trump. I think that the United States will once again regain its former image in the world, which had become very damaged.
To Marine Le Pen, there is a certain French culture that should be upheld, and that's being lost in the tide of globalization. She's particularly anti-globalization. She's against the European Union, and she would like to radically reduce the number of immigrants.
We're not going to welcome any more people. Stop. We're full up.
During the 2015 refugee crisis, asylum seekers fled to Europe from North Africa and the Middle East, eventually landing in places like Calais, France, home to a notorious refugee camp called the Jungle. Many Europeans felt overwhelmed by the sudden influx, and Marine Le Pen seized the opportunity to elevate her nationalist platform.
France didn't absorb the same numbers of people as Germany did or parts of Northern Europe, but at the same time, there was a sense that it was out of control, that Europe did not know how to control its borders.
Comme Calais, où je me suis rendu encore récemment, sont sur les méfaits de l'immigration incontrôlée et de la carence de l'État des exemples éloquents. Les Français n'en peuvent plus de l'immigration massive, légale et illégale.
Even though it was not connected, having the attacks in Paris in the fall of 2015 and then again in the summer of 2016 in Nice exacerbated a sense of a changing Europe.
Reports are coming in of an attack.
A shooting in central Paris.
Hearing at least 20 shots and seeing more than 15 dead.
2 young men, no older than 25, with Kalashnikovs.
The fear of attacks, the actuality of attacks, tend to bolster support for closing borders, closing down the immigration policies, and turning an eye on the community that people feel is at fault.
While many leaders carefully avoided making any assumptions about the perpetrators,
I don't want to speculate at this point in terms of who was responsible for this.
Marine Le Pen was quick to point the finger. Speaking on the floor of the European Parliament shortly after the attacks, she forcefully blamed Islamic fundamentalism for the tragedy in Paris.
L'assassin, c'est l'idéologie qui porte et au nom de laquelle le terrorisme tue. C'est le fondamentalisme islamiste.
In 2010, France was home to nearly 5 million Muslims, over 1 million more than the United States, a country nearly 5 times the size of France. And many French Muslims are perceived as far more religious than they are French. In part, that is due to the very visual issue of the veil in public space. an issue that has been under debate in France for over 25 years.
Right now, as of 2004, it's not allowed in public schools. But they've stopped short of banning it in the street because that's seen as a personal liberty scenario, right? Marine Le Pen would like to ban it in general.
Ces principes pour lesquels nous nous battons sont affirmés dans notre devise nationale, liberté, égalité, fraternité, qui procède elle-même d'une sécularisation de principes issus de notre héritage chrétien.
By setting classic liberal ideals against Islamic fundamentalism, Marine Le Pen promotes French nationalism by claiming she is protecting French identity. Similarly, she has framed globalization as a threat to French values.
Le mondialisme s'appuie, on le voit, sur la négation des valeurs sur lesquelles la France s'est construite et sur les principes dans lesquels l'immense majorité des Français se reconnaissent encore.
Marine Le Pen has said she will hold a referendum to pull France out of the EU. She would like to ask for a Frexit, as we just had a Brexit. She'd like to return to a sovereign currency. And she very much would like to return to a France of a different era. If France was to be able to be actually removed, it would be the end of the European experiment as we know it.
Vive la République! Vive la France!
As the National Front's poll numbers have risen over the past decade, the rhetoric of other political candidates has begun to shift to the right.
The parties to the center-right begin to adopt a number of her ideas. Even if she doesn't succeed, there's a conversation taking place that is much, much more skeptical of immigration. Now it's become racialized and tinged with this sort of anti-Islam, Islamophobia space as well. The real question is, do European nations, are they nimble enough to move into a space of multiculturalism, and is that what they want? And one of the things that,
the glass back and say, look, guys, I don't want to insult you. I appreciate it and everything, hey, but this is...
Got any bourbon?
Or something. Gin, anything. I don't like gin, but God.
Man, gin's worse than moonshine, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like scotch either. I don't like scotch.
Marine Le Pen will say is this is not a battle for an election. This is a battle between globalization and patriotism. So she sets it up as the idea that one is not a patriot unless one buys into the idea of a very specific type of France, which a lot of people would see themselves left out of.
Rum and Coke are good. Tequila sunrises, I like tequila.
And hope to move the party away from anti-Semitism. But a recent...
I didn't like that swill.
Take a look at these meetings of world leaders from the past 10 years, and you'll likely notice one figure. This is German Chancellor Angela Merkel, one of the most influential leaders of Europe.
What's that?
Her leadership spans 13 years and 4 terms.
Ich schwöre, dass ich meine Kraft dem Wohle des deutschen Volkes widmen, so wahr mir Gott helfe.
In that span, she became one of the most powerful women in the world. But recently, she stepped down as leader of her party, and she won't be running for re-election.
Diese 4. Amtszeit ist meine letzte als Bundeskanzlerin der Bundesrepublik Deutschland.
By 2021, not only will Germany lose one of its longest-serving leaders, so will Europe. Merkel has dominated European politics for decades. So how did Angela Merkel become so powerful? And what does her exit mean for Europe?
Yeah, that was Kyle. Okay, y'all gonna win this one or what?
No.
We're gonna
try
to
get a draw.
All right, go for it.
Just hope we don't get a technical victory.
Or we're going to have a conflict.
It says we got 28.
Oh, really? Then we're covered.
Well,
not really, because I'm going to have to leave in about an hour or so, and that would cause you guys problems.
We only need 27, right? 15 and 12?
Technically, yeah.
We're trying to 23.
Let me know how it goes later. I gotta go put dinner then.
All the numbers are screwed up. It says 28 for me, 23
Mine says
for
25.
Oh.
Mine says 23.
Wasn't there a bunch of guys signed up that we had enough guys for 2 teams? There weren't that many off today, were there?
I have to look.
Well, if you don't show up, you should have to go to the Z team.
I'm showing 26.
No, looks like there's about 21 that signed up for today. They said they would be here.
Yeah, I'm showing 26 now too.
Now I'm showing 30.
It's because some of your friends that are outside of the clan are around.
Oh yeah, yellow, like Gauntlet. Yeah. Oh, and that, what's his name? The NGN guy or whatever his name is.
Bargain?
Big Herb, Big Tanker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only 26 people marked on the spreadsheet that they would be here. That bridge is our our out if necessary.
No, we draw the game.
If we could draw it, yeah, we definitely want to draw it.
Wait, we get to eat ourselves off a bridge?
I'll go on
That's
the
my
other side.
bucket list of 2 things.
No,
we're
gonna try and draw. Hazard.
I mean, I'm down to Dukes of Hazzard that shit. My tank's fast enough.
Super Conks are come through this way. Make sure you hug the line, ridge line. Get down over here. 277, you can come over through this way too. You'll get down in this building over here. Mediums go up and hug the red line. And my Tile and Duff, you'll also go here. I'll go up here. Who's not in yet?
Who? Hanukkah.
Anuka, you're gonna come this way.
Duff, I haven't
Get in
seen
the
that
town
skin in
and get
so
in this
long.
building up here.
Yep.
Potato skin.
Already seeing a little lag.
That could be them loading in too, or starting to load in on your grid. I usually get it when they all appear on the map.
Oh yeah.
All right, this group has to get low.
Oop, spotted.
I'm spotted.
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 They're not pushing up, boys. How did?
All right, this group has to get down. These super conks, why are you back here? You have to go.
We'll pin down.
They're gonna rotate out when we push them, so we gotta push them quick.
All right, what are we doing up top?
Mediums, you have to cross through here. These super conks have to come over here. I gave you time so they would focus me so you guys could cross. Right now, one super conk has to take pot shots as EBR and one keep going through this way. And
Good,
under.
Forrest. Don't make your move and I'll cover you.
Mediums getting here. One EBR, just run through here. Try and proxy this and come back.
I can go like right here.
Yeah, that's fine, Ty.
I'll practice fighting EBI.
All right, mediums, you have to focus this stuff. Actually, yeah. If you mediums push through, then you have to come back and focus this.
All right, guys,
they're
follow me.
low. Go.
STB1, you have to focus this. 277, come back towards this way and focus this stuff.
Just
Sorry,
push
John.
into them, guys. Just push right into them.
Get the 1497 guy up high first. He's not paying any attention. He's completely tunnel visioned. 821, kill him.
Mediums, you gotta go now. No lagging behind. STB, stay back. Farm this stuff.
507, kill him. One shot, nice.
Next
low
140,
guy.
732. One more shot.
2 shot.
Who shot me?
Nice. 907 on
1590,
1590. Tracked him. 1590. Push him in.
I'm getting plugged from across the way.
That's fine. We got to finish these guys off before we deal with those guys.
Kill the mediums. Stop shooting the EBR.
907. Kill him. One shot. Alright, 140.
All right, mediums, you have to come back up now. Come back up towards the STB, and you have to kill this stuff.
Alright,
And
get back
try
up,
to
start
start
farming.
EBR.
Oh god,
I'm on the other side. I'm just gonna go up the other side.
I'm hurt really bad. My commander's dead.
Okay, try to perfect a nuke. Mediums, you have free range now.
Remember,
I'm gonna
keep our
sit back.
EBR alive to keep him. If we can farm these things out, we want to keep him alive so he can run.
Yep, get
behind
back
you,
up,
Forrest,
get to a decent
Sorry.
distance. Start sniping.
I'm really hurt.
These mediums have to spread out. You guys are not going to get shots from over here. They're protected over here.
And
I'm gonna
you
die
got
at
a
this 277.
277.
Whoa, another battle.
Mediums, if you got to get some shots in.
I can't see shit right now.
Yep.
My commander's dead, so I can't do anything at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Kill this 277. He's one shot.
Did you say I bounce off his turret as he turns? Okay.
478, 277. He's a one shot now. Nice, he's out.
Good. Commander's back up. I'm on my way.
They have Artie.
Mev, go for Artie. Where'd the Artie come from?
Up over here.
Probably A3,
I got
Come
A4.
up this way, Mev.
Is it Tile gonna get
Keep
it?
our
The-
EBR
Chieftain down low.
alive. Just keep our EBR alive.
Chieftain down low should have easy shots on him.
Matt, you want to go cap?
No.
We want to
you're
You
not
gotta
gas.
kill the
We wanna
Artie.
draw.
Kill that Artie.
I'm working my way over there.
Yeah, we're not trying to win this game. We're trying to do as much damage as we can
There he
and
is.
lose
We just have to kill one
or
and
draw.
leave a chieftain alive, and then EBR just runs away. And all you have to do, EBR, is shoot the track of the chieftain if he tries to cap. Because if you keep shooting tracks, it'll reset every time.
All of that roll.
Those
And he missed.
I got him.
Let's just kill them all, guys.
SV.
No,
No,
we can't. We can't win. We're not supposed to.
Well, kill all but one. Y'all stop.
Yeah.
Stop
leave a chieftain
talking.
alive.
Oh god, I gotta back out.
Yeah, Tile has to stay alive specifically.
I'm trying.
If he comes down, Mev can farm.
Using my backup speed.
Mediums,
big
if you have
luck,
shots
Spike.
on this.